Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to talk about the trade-in event, which is extremely important topic to have a conversation about. So the first things first, you can trade in the tanks nowadays in World of Tanks. You are getting half of the tank value and you can pay the remaining of the gold in order to get other tier 8 or tier 7 or tier 6 premium tank. In the garage, all you need to do, you need to click exchange, and then you are going to be led to the certain page whenever you can get whatever you want. But on this account, I have pretty much everything, so for me, it doesn't work. Hopefully that makes sense and hopefully it's understandable. Now, let's show what it works, and let's have a conversation this way. Move your ugly face skill. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay, so all in all, first things first, what we need to talk about. Let's say you hate Love. You do not enjoy Love. You do not like it. You can take Love. You can trade in and get 5,600 gold, so which is the half of the value. And after that, you can get whatever tank you want. Let's say you want to get Ball Breaker, or let's say Samoa or Scorpion, since it's new. Let's say you are getting Scorpion for yourself for 4,200 gold, and pretty much you are getting a discount, if I can say so. I really want to highlight one thing, that first of all, the tanks that you get rid of, they always can be sold in the loot boxes if you are purchasing loot boxes often, right? So this is kind of a risky play. For example, yesterday on the stream we had so many conversations that people do not like Kust. Right, the tier 8 tank destroyer. They hate it, it's completely fine. I agree, the tank is a pile of shit, I'm with you. But the thing is, if you, let's say, want to get rid of their tank, right, let's take Kust. Let's try to find the Kust, shall we? Tank destroyer, USSR, you take Kust, thank you very much. And let's say you want to change it for Scorpion. You pay 5,000 gold for it, right, roughly. 5,000 gold, and Kust will disappear from your garage. But what that means in the next upcoming loot boxes, who stops Wargaming to put the Kust once again, right? And pretty much you will pay 5,000 gold for Scorpion, and you will get another Kust if you are a loot box purchaser or customer or whatever, right? This is the most important thing what I want to highlight. After that, we do not know which tanks are going to get buffed, right? We just simply do not know. Maybe the tank which you want to get rid of, Panther 88, right? But you do not know when the tank is going to get buffed, right? So if you will get rid of it and half a year later tank is buffed, you may regret it, right? Keep those two things in mind, and now we are going to go through every and each vehicle quickly. We will see what you can get, what is good, what is not so good, what I recommend, what I don't recommend, and is it a good way to get the tank or not. Let's start from the tier 8s, and obviously we will move down to the tier 6s for obvious reasons, right? 112. I do not recommend to take this tank. I don't really think it is a great vehicle. The problem of 112 is the gun handling. Plus, on top of that, you can get it from the Bone Store, if I'm not mistaken. 50 TP prototype, Polish Defender, otherwise called. It's completely fine as a tank, I would say. It is okay, not a bad vehicle. The best things are probably alpha damage and the trollish armor. Worst things can be that gun handling can be trollish, if I remember this correctly. AMX tank destroyer is a nice tank. You can actually even snipe with it nowadays, so this is a great pick. For a Bushwanker tank destroyer, or alternatively if you want to play aggressively. Both versions of the Liberty. I still think to this day Liberty is okay. It's not super good tank, but it is still fine. But keep this in mind that you can get it one from the Bone Store. Centurion 5/Rack. I think it is kind of alright tank, but it's not the best. I think this tank is actually sitting somewhere towards the average or a bit above average territory story, although I lately made a video and the comment section screamed on me that it is a great tank even to this day. By the way, I really want to highlight one thing, that you can check out the tank ratings in the index page as well. Keep this in mind, although not every rating is refreshed. That's what we are working on now. And big fat thanks for every and each patron who is supporting our project as well. Thank you, boys. We very much appreciate you. Chrysler. Bond tank, you can buy it for bonds. Would I spend the gold for it whenever you can simply spend bonds for it? I do not know. Overall, tank isn't bad. You'll see even arguably one of the most powerful light tanks here in the game. Just cheeky spotter, which basically can't do damage, right? Shit luck, same situation. Bond tank, overall the tank isn't too bad, but why to buy it for gold whenever you can pay bonds? And I assume usually those deals are taken by the budget players, right? So if you're a budget player, why would you pay gold whenever you can pay bonds? You know? Fava 4202, absolute garbage. Don't take it. It is stinking more than ball breaker, and I'm not even joking. Hawk 30 is actually okay for a light tank lover. It has ability to spot, obviously, and it has high explosive, very sexy high explosive ammunition. As a matter of fact, some people would love Hawk more than, most of the people would love Hawk more than Black Dog, okay? So keep this in mind. IS-6 outdated pile of Kaku, Cannon Yaga Panzer. This is actually alright tank. If you are a red line bushwanker, you want to have a good camo and accurate gun, this is the tank to have. A new addition into this, we have KV4 KTTS. I don't really think it is phenomenal tank. I don't really think it's anything special about it. It's like KV4 in triangle space, right? Or triangle shape. Nothing too crazy. KV5 bond tank, keep this in mind. Why to buy it for gold whenever you can buy it for bonds? And overall, people are calling KV5 a meme, right? And for me, it's kind of a bad meme. Everyone is penetrating you into the booba unless you have a lower tier matchmaking, and then still, you know, it's questionable. Double black dogs, or black dog and gray dog. I like them more than Hawk 30, but I have a very specific playstyle with that type of vehicles. I don't really spot that much. I go more to do the damage, right? They are not spotters. That's what I'm highlighting. Hawk overall is better combination of the things in my opinion. Love old school premium tank, Prince credits like crazy, but honestly it has quite a boring gameplay. Although you have gun depression, that's great. You have the gun handling, that's great. It's just boring. Overall, not a horrible tank, honestly. Rev, I think this is absolutely outdated pile of Kaku. It is humongous as a barn, and all it has to offer is gun. That's about it. We have a Yoch tank, once again, same deal. It is a Bond store tank. I would not recommend to take this vehicle this way, but overall the tank is, okay, nothing too crazy from what I remember. Defender is still good to this day, to be fair with you. I don't really think Defender is bad. And is Defender in the Bond store? Let me see. For some reason, I have it in my memory that it is in the Bond store, but maybe that's only me. Yes, Defender is in the Bond store. Okay. Same situation goes for a Defender. I do not recommend to take it because you can get it for bonds, right? It just simply makes sense. But overall, it is good for a newer player because you have button of armor, although your gun handling is a bit annoying. Rainmetal Scorpion. Now, this is quite a hard one. Scorpion is still good to this day, but it is hell of a difficult tank to play with. You are red line, bushwanker, sniper, schnitzel, everything is completely fine. You can even play aggressively if you are capable of, if you know how to make pressure with a paper vehicle. But the thing is, you have no camo and you have no armor. So it's so easy to make a mistake, it's not even funny, right? I definitely need to highlight. Samoa is actually okay. Heavy tank. Heavy autoloader French vehicle, you have a bit of the armor and you have 5 in the mag, so you can clip someone for 1,500. It's actually still okay to this day. Statu, nothing too crazy, honestly. I personally like this tank, but I think most of the people will look at it as average, at best or below average, right? STG. The same guard, you can get it from the Bond store. Overall, tank isn't bad. You can spot, you can do damage with it, you can snipe. It's not a bad tank. Škoda T27, in my opinion, if you have Progetto, you should never think about this tank. But overall, I guess if you do not have any of the autoloaders and you want to get into the autoloaders and you have a tank that you want to get rid of, it can work. But keep this in mind, the tank is far away from being ideal. STRV S1 Sniper Schnitzel. The thing is, where the S1 goes, a lot of people are struggling to play with this vehicle just because the game meta is like, done. So sniping from the back is pretty difficult nowadays, speaking about the tanks like S1. Although, if you really enjoy to take farthest bush, or alternatively, whenever there is no light tanks, try to go in front and to spot with it, it can work, honestly. Trash 103, same situation. It is in the bond store. Why would you buy something that you can simply buy for bonds, or why would you pay gold for it, right? Which is literally real money, right? Overall, Trash 103 isn't horrible. Suka Pershing, I still stand to this day that this vehicle is great for beginners and for not so great players. Let's say like that. I still enjoy it to this day. I lately played with it quite a bit and I loved it. But that's only me. I would recommend to take this tank. Patriot, I think it is outdated pile of caco, and between the Patreon and Suka Pershing, I would honestly go for Suka Pershing just because of the pref matchmaking function, right? T34, I mean, let's get real. T34 is outdated pile of caco. If anything, people want to get rid of it, not to get it. First prototype, outdated pile of caco in my opinion. No armor, derpy gun handling, nothing too crazy. T92, it can spot, it can do a bit of the damage, but 150 alpha per shot, Not ideal. I would not recommend to take it. I think there are better light tanks and you would get so much more use from, at least in my opinion, from the Hawk 30 or from the Shitlock or for ELC even than T92. Plus on top of that, T92 is it should be on sale from the Bond store if I am not mistaken. I am double checking it out. I cannot see it, so probably I'm wrong. Okay, I am wrong. That's okay. Next, we have a ball breaker. I think this tank is more bashed than it should be. I don't think it's that bad. It should sit somewhere around 2 category, speaking about the index page, right? But it's just simply not great. Alpine Tiger was 111, same situation, Bond store, plus on top of that, the tanks are kind of stinkers. Now, was a 120 GFT. It is actually quite okay tank from what I remember, but I haven't played with this tank in years, literally. So I would be careful with this one. And new addition XM66F. No, it is not the big XM which is hitting very, very heavily. It is 400 alpha damage one, and it did not impress me as a tank, you know? It just simply didn't. I'm sorry, fellas. It's just not that great. So looking into all of this collection, amount of the tanks feels great, but there is nothing super extra turbo great. There is no Progettos, there is no Prototipo 6, there is no like top meta tanks, if you know what I mean. Plus on top of that, most of those tanks are you are able to purchase it from the Bond store. So honestly, it doesn't look that great as an event, to be completely honest with you. Anyways, looking to the tier 7s, I won't talk as much about them. I will say good, bad without explanation, and that's it. Too slow, bad, absolutely disgusting pile of caco. This tank is literally unplayable. Awful. IS-2, typical IS-2 for you, IS-2M, typical IS-2 shielded, typical, nothing too crazy, nothing unusual, I would never take those. IS-2 122 SDPM looks good on the paper, but in reality it is not great tank in my opinion. Krabstein, Waffelcock, I mean, it is a sniper schnitzel, that's all it can do, but it has a very, very good gun. Kava 122, in my opinion, it's worse version than any of the Kavas, or any ISs, but it's faster. Scorpion, I would rather play Scorpion than Krupp. group, you are sneakier, you are faster, although your gun handling is a bit worse. Panther M10, nothing too crazy. Su 1224, haven't played in a long time, but I would say nothing too crazy. Eagle 7, from what I remember, it is okay, but you need to use the turbo. Overall, it's fine, but would I take it? No. As a matter of fact, I would not take any tier 7s, but just saying. VK 4503, nothing too crazy, nothing too good. Same goes for a tier 6s. I do not recommend to take them, although some of them can be better. Trash, at least this tank has a PP, but still trash. Bread Panther is okay. The Kerbox is actually okay if you like to snipe from the back, but once again, keep this in mind, I would not recommend to take pretty much any of the tier 6s. I have a tank number 6, it's okay. Poodle is okay, pretty much different version of the Bread Panther. Sherman, Firefly, nothing too crazy. Skoda, nothing too crazy. Starva, it has an autoloader, which is okay, but once again, nothing too crazy. Su-100i, I personally can't stand this tank, but some people love it. They treated this tank as a trash burn of the tier 6. T-3485, this is an interesting one. It is one of the better tier 6 premium tanks. So this one, if you are a newer player and you have some sort of garbage sitting in the garage and you are not afraid that it will be sold in the event or loot boxes or whatever, right, it's okay. T-78, actually, it's okay as well. Probably a bit worse than T-3485, but it has a different playstyle. Tiger 131 is literally the same situation as I have a tank number 6, literally same tank. And Type 64 is actually fine. So if there is something that I would recommend from the tier 6 is T-34, T-78 if you like redline bushwhacking, and Type 64 if you want to learn how to play with the light tanks. That's all there is to say about this event. I'm looking at it and I'm pretty disappointed, to be completely honest with you. I am pretty disappointed into the tank selection. I think last time it was better because I remember there was a MX-30, which is literally meta tank at this point and whatnot, and this time it's kind of weak. But that's only me. Anyways, I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you found this video informative. My mission is to give you as much information as I physically and possibly can in the shortest amount of the time. So I was talking a bit of like a Uzi, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understood the fear point, and keep this in mind. Before doing any of the trade-ins, right? Before doing any of the trade-ins, just simply check out the bond store. Maybe it's better deal for you to take the to take the Defender in this way instead of, or Trash 103, or Liberty, or Yoch tank, or Defender, you know, maybe it's better to take it for bonds and not to think about purchasing whatever, 5,000 gold for yourself or something like that. Anyways, love you all, thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow. I'm out for today, peace.